USLHS.com. Okay. I need you to go to athletics, news, Hall of Fame, athletic news there. Click on the actual article. More. Click right. Nah, it's gonna take forever. Yep, Safari just crashed. Here, I got the app. I love the new app, by the way. Can you throw your headset on too? It's so professional. Where's Doug McKay? Switch inside of the thing. Sorry, I'm switching here. Sorry about that. You're good. That's rough. Oh my gosh, I remember that mom from the UAD. She always stand up. I have a video of her somewhere. What do you need me to do? And then when they switch in, are we going live or no? We are live. Well, I mean, like, I'm just gonna buff this up. Yeah. Now?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside for tonight's Hall of Fame induction ceremony as we come to recognize 7 new Hall of Fame inductees for tonight's game. For our 7 inductees tonight, John Sokalski, the class of 74, noticed in football. Mike Sokal, in the class of 98, recognized for the tri-sports, baseball, basketball, and football. Mark Prylo, the class of 90, for basketball. Longtime coach for golf, Doug McKay. Victor Moraldo, class of 81, football and baseball. The Lange brothers, Thomas, Robert, Fred, and John, all a part of the great Lange family inducted into the Hall of Fame. And the legendary Greg Esler, recognized tonight, the over 20-year veteran. Yep. For John, the class, Mr. John Sokalski.
He earned 6 varsity letters in 1979 and was all Catholic in football, and was all Catholic in All-State in 1980. He played in the first Michigan High School All-State football league and was captain of the East team, appointed by the legendary Al Trapassa. After T. LaSalle, he went to play football at the University of Toledo and played.
I'll get the next guy. I'm sorry, dude. No worries.
Mr. Victor Moraldo.
from the class of 1981. Mr. Victor Moraldo. He earned 6 varsity letters, 3 in baseball and 3 in football. In 1979, he was All Catholic League in football. The year the team won, an AB Prep Bowl finalist. In 1980, his senior year, he was captain of the baseball team and captain of the football team, All Catholic League, and was All-State Class B. It was also in 1980 that again the football team was an AB Prep Bowl finalist. In the first high school all-state football game for the state of Michigan, Moraldo was captain of the East team appointed by Alfred Casa. Moraldo then went on to play college football at the University of Toledo and played in the first California Bowl. In addition, he volunteered as an assistant coach for the freshman football team following his graduation from De La Salle. Coach Doug McKay being honored here. Unfortunately, he couldn't join us tonight. He was the longtime varsity golf course, has coached at De La Salle for 30 years as a part of the varsity golf team.
He led the pilots to the Class A district championships in 1989 and 90, setting several school records, including most points in the game and most career points. In 1990, he received several postseason honors, including Class A All-State at both the News and Free Press. He played 4 years Division I basketball, 2 years at Drake before moving on to Michigan State. From the class of 1990, Mr. Mark Prilo.
Mark Prilo, we welcome in here. He was a 3-year varsity letter winner for the De La Salle basketball team and a member of the 1980 Detroit Catholic League championship team as a sophomore. 2-year starter on varsity and Class A district champion in both 1889 and 1990. Several school records, including most points in a game, 41, and most career points. In 1990, Prilo earned several postseason honors, being named first team All-Detroit Catholic League, All-Detroit Metro East, and All-Macomb County, while also being named Class A by All-State, the Detroit News, and the Detroit Free Press. Graduating with high honors, Prilo went on to play Division I college basketball, spending 2 years at Drake before transferring to Michigan State. For our final inductee of the night, the legendary Coach Greg Esler began coaching at De La Salle Collegiate in 1984 before heading to Lakeshore High School as its head coach in 1987. At Lakeshore, his team won the state Class B championship. In the fall of 1994, Esler returned to De La Salle, where he was hired as the head basketball coach. While coaching at De La Salle, Esler led his varsity to 4 Catholic League tournament titles, 22 state district championships, and 2 state Final Four appearances. He retired from his De La Salle basketball career with a 425 to 199 record, having coached 188 varsity players in 26 seasons. His achievements also include his 5-time County Coach of the Year awards. Today, Esler leads the De La Salle Advancement Department inside the school. Coach Greg Esler, welcome to the floor. Now, as we tune in, we'll listen to Coach Greg Esler give a quick few words.
Wins, not having good. So I'd like to have all our players stand up real quick. All our players, our alumni, our former players. Love this school. It's alumni. We got the greatest students. And tonight, let's knock off and continue to stay. Go Pirates!
A big thank you to Coach Greg Esler heading in to this varsity matchup. Both varsity teams will return to the floor as we will return once the clock hits 0 before so they will return to a few warm-ups, get re-warmed up, and then we'll bring it back in the span of 2 minutes.
The fact that if I go asleep, if I
figure OCR. You gotta read it. God damn it. Reconfigure it. Reconfigure. Drop the box. Drop that OCR's off. Extras. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside De La Salle Collegiate for tonight's game inside of the Bill Fox Gymnasium. We're excited to welcome you inside of our Hall of Fame night so far. For the Pilots, starting lineup. For the UAV Jesuit Cubs, number 1, Xavier Johnson. Number 2, Leroy Blyden Jr. Number 13, David Heron III. Jaden Garwood, number 23. And number 25, Sebastian Randolph. Coming in tonight as 10-1 for the Jesuit Cubs. The only loss to Old Redford in a forfeit. So on the floor, they are undefeated, playing in 10 official games. For your Pilots, starting tonight at guard, number 4, Delos Roselle. Number 2, Braden Holder at guard. Number 11, Armani Portis. And number 12, Spencer Scott at center. And finally, the Toledo commit for the Pilots, number 23, Phoenix Glasner. As we continue to welcome the Pilots to the floor, a big storyline coming in tonight for the Pilots. Isaiah Jones stepping in. He completed a season, 3-timer veteran, 3 full season veteran for the Pilots. Isaiah Jones wears now the number 33 instead of 13, unlike last year. It's what the Pilots could find him. He suited up this week in practice for the first time around. This season, he took a break, decided I'm coming back after he committed to Ashland University in Ohio. To start the tip-off, Spencer Scott. So instead, starting at the top of the key, Leroy Blyden Jr. Looking left sideline, Xavier Johnson. Trying to back down. Quickly underneath, Spencer Scott, blocked by the rim. Sebastian Randolph got a hand on the one.
Great defense there by the Pilots.
Looking right side, Glasner, a fadeaway jump shot, no good. Randolph on the rebound. Trying to look both sides to the lane. Blyden, no good. He is also committed to Toledo, somebody that will be playing with Glasner down in Ohio. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Both teams playing aggressive ball to start this game. Let's see if De La Salle can score the opening points of this game as Braden Holder has it up top.
Holder's got it top of the key, looking right on the handoff. Armani Portis, left wing. Foul called, blocking foul. Goes against number 1, Xavier Johnson, his first foul of the day.
Lots of pressure from the Cubs defense. That's what they're going to need to do to win this game.
Very fast-paced game to start this.
So a wait on a possible check-in from Colin Langdon. He was a former Rochester Adams player, transferred as a sophomore to become a junior. Switching into Portis. Back and forth, Glasner at the top of the key, calling for the ball at the top of the logo. Pick and roll set for Glasner. Out kick, Braden Holder for three. Buries it. He has three to run quick first. Pilot showing up first.
Great three there by Holder to put them in the lead early.
Playing the number one seed in the state, you need as much momentum as you can get, and the Pilots starting to do just that.
Langdon, the twin brother of the sophomore Clark Langdon. They were dual transfers. Armani Portis, hands-on at the block, front of the rim, bounce off, rebound himself. 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. And offensive foul. Spencer Scott didn't set his feet on the pick. Had to send it the other way. That's the first foul on Spencer Scott, team's first to the night.
That is a clumsy mistake. De La Salle, screen setting, rebounds, all of that is going to be critical to their success.
5:50 to play. Looking in to Sebastian Randolph. Gets multiple Pilots jumping. Tries on the putback. Blyden tipped off of the hands of Delos Roselle. And it's going to stay in the south baseline with the Cubs. .541 to play in the first quarter. Wide open three. Blyden bounces off the rim. Spencer Scott lets it be neutralized. Heads into the south baseline. Hand off to Braden Holder. Quickly to the lane, off the backboard. Rebound, Spencer Scott has it in. 2 points for him. Pilots show the first five. Jesuits try to respond. Xavier Johnson can't get that one to fall.
Great hustle by the Pilots.
Glasner on the pick and roll set. Delos Roselle wide open. Three has the bottom of the net. 8-0. Pilots leading.
Pilots coming out of this game. Pilots coming out of this game just firing. 8 straight points. They are working as a team early, trying not to create a deficit between them and the Cubs.
Blyden Jr. in front of the Pilots bench, swinging back and forth. Johnson trying to get a hand on Sebastian Randolph. Ball tipped out, foul called against Spencer Scott. That got the Pilots Brozone on their feet. I'm honestly surprised they're sitting down. And here comes the new teammate, Isaiah Jones, into the basketball game, his first appearance. He's profoundly known for his tough defense. He's playing against Sebastian Randolph, a 6'7" man. Jones, tough defense, honestly, certainly at the top of the key. Pass off, foul. Jones is going to get called for a blocking foul.
Isaiah Jones coming out of this game off the bench, tough. He's going to be one to watch, especially on defense.
Fires, corner three, no good. Into the paint, looking rebound, top of the key. Jaden Garwood for three. First score of the night for the Cubs. 4:20 to play in the first period. Braden Holder just crossing midcourt. Jones looking for a possible back down into the paint. Gets the pick and roll set instead. Kick out. Delos Roselle, long three. Off the brick of the rim. No good. Rebound. Jones and both of them are flung to the ground. On the other side of the court, there goes David Herron, who has multiple offers in the Midwest. Lake Superior State, the most recent.
Great threes there by U of D. They're back in this game quick.
Jason Harris at half court, ready to check in. Certainly you never thought they were going to have a shutout. The Cubs are the number one team in the state, and there goes Randolph with the steal. Cubs trying to come alive. For three, David Herron, top of the brick. Ball tipped out. Jones tips it into the hands of Glasner on the rebound. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first.
De La Salle executing their rebounds, not letting.
Portis long three. Jones, even on the box out, got his own. Gets the ball knocked away. Leroy Blyden Jr. Glasner going the other way. It's all tied up at 8. 3 minutes to play in the first.
Cubs answering to the 8-0 run from the Pilots.
Portis, long three, left wing, and foul on the floor. It's going the other way, though. Isaiah Jones, too aggressive. His second personal foul within 2 minutes. Pilots already had 4 personal fouls.
Foul trouble is going to be a big problem for the Pilots. If they lose any players that are of help in this game, it is not going to end well for them.
A lot of pressure coming from the defense. U of D on a great run right now. Let's see what the Pilots can do to assert themselves back in the lead.
Small confusion at the table, looks like what we're getting. It's like some form of administrative issue. That's what we're covering here. So each team sent to the bench with an official timeout. We apologize for any disruption here. Looks like we're getting Coach Andy Crowley in to handle, Assistant Athletic Director Andy Crowley to handle the situation. And there's been an ejection, looks to be a fan removal possibly. Just a warning, looks like is what we're gonna do. Waiting to resume play. And here we go, David Herron, ball inbounded to Leroy Blyden. Honestly, a smart game management move to try and tone the game down just even a little bit by the officials. Top of the key in transition, buries a three, David Herron the third, buries a three. Pilots looking for a technical foul, something. 2:20 to play in the first. Right lane, kick out, Braden Holder. David Herron had some extra words. Crossing half court, Blyden swinging in underneath the basket, David Herron. Technical foul called on Herron. Had way too many extra words. Technical foul. Scored 2. And there goes Phoenix Glasner to the line.
Pilots trying to keep it a close game.
Glasner's first up and good.
Phoenix Glasner been a great player this season.
Certainly outstanding. Took the record this year in terms of leading points. Leading score in a game at 46 points is the official tally. And Pilots regain possession of the basketball at half court. So Jason Harris takes a check in along with Jaden Poggiolo. Looking right, Armani Portis recovers instead. Left elbow kicked out of bounds into the bench. Solomon Spahn, the fourth, had a hand on the ball. He's a junior at guard. Formerly played for Brother Rice last season. Definitely had an impact against the Pilots last season. Right elbow, fade away, jump shot, Armani Portis.
Pilots respond, trying to keep this as close of a game as they can.
Trying to kick it out into the offensive zone. Driving to the lane. Foul. Cannot get the end one. Xavier Johnson. So with just over 6 minutes to play, already expiring here in the first quarter, Pilots place the Cubs in the bonus.
U of D been a great free throw team so far.
14-12 your score.
Pilots' only goal is to keep this lead close and then start attacking on offense.
Second one rattles in. So both free throws completed. Jason Herring getting pressed down. Timeout called by Coach DeNiro Rice. He's all fired up. 30-second timeout quickly. So only 30 seconds to play in the timeout. We're looking for a little bit of change coming from the Pilots coaching staff. Maybe see a few adjustments moving in and out. (15-12) your score. U of D Jesuit Cubs lead.
Great game by both teams. You can tell De La Salle's doing all they can to keep it close with the best team in the state. But U of D, incredible on hitting their shots. De La Salle's going to need to up their defense and start making more threes.
Personally, I think the De La Salle offense has been great.
Pilots swinging into their own front court. On a fast break, Armani Portis almost had two from the wing. Glasner at the logo. Trying not to hold the basketball. His favorite, Drange. Can't get it. Leroy Blyden comes down with the basketball. Driving into the lane. Has two laid up and down. 17-12. Under a minute to play in the first.
U of D dominating down low.
Another turnover by the Pilots. Portis threw that straight into the stands. 47 seconds to play. Into the lane, taken away by Portis. Easy layup, cannot fall. Ball tipped out. Diving for the basketball on the floor. Looking back and forth. Taken by Glasner now. Spin move over the logo. Driving, lay down one. Try and make it a three-point play, Phoenix. 17-14, U of D by 3.
Great job there by Glasner, driving through the lane, getting that hoop, and going for one more.
Glasner completes the three-point play. So with 26 seconds to play in the first period, this is what we're looking at. With a 2-point lead by the Cubs, try and take the last possession, definitely their goal.
Both teams have played a phenomenal quarter so far. The second quarter, whoever's defense can hold up, that will be the team.
Trying a spin move at the right elbow, last second before the first quarter in. Pilots expire the final seconds of the first period. 19-15, your score heading into the second quarter. Thanks for joining us so far as we take a quick break. Heading to our ad.
Junior here for Kangaroo, and instead of playing roofer roulette, count on a company who will really hop to it. Kangaroo is a sure bet. First estimate to final inspection. You don't just get a roofer, you get a roofing team. And one who's in it to win it. Kangaroo, we hop to it.
Oh. 8 minutes freshly placed on the clock. 19-15 your score. Pilots start with the possession of the basketball, heading into the second spot. No good. Delos Roselle attempted that three-pointer. 7:45 to play in the second. To the lane from the free throw arc, and I believe that's a jump ball.
Did see that earlier in the freshman game.
Second time that's occurred today. We had an occurrence of that, like Andrew mentioned, in the freshman game. So Heron comes in, back from his technical foul. Blind into the lane, rejected by Delos Roselle, but gets his own rebound on a second chance. Swinging back and forth, Xavier Johnson. He's had a Jacksonville offer. Not an unpopular team to offer the UAD Cubs. 7:20 to play in the second period. Braden Holder moving just past the logo. Handoff to Portis from 15 feet. Spencer Scott. Portis has an assist. Make it a two-pointer.
Spencer Scott staying down there. Eventually he was found wide open. Great pass and easy 2 points for the Pilots.
Trying to move in transition, stolen by Portis, but knocked away out of bounds.
Not around here.
Ball inbounds, can't get it. Leroy Blyden Jr. on the attempted shot. 6:43 to play. Spencer Scott tips it into the hands of Glasner, looking for the pick and roll set. Fakes out a little motion, driving to the lane, hook shot short of the rim, out of bounds. Pushing foul goes against Spencer Scott. Team's first personal.
Careless fouls by the Pilots.
Alex Sabaugh coming in. He's the junior on this squad. The only junior other than Martino Haywood and Eddie Martell on the 13-person squad. 6:15 to play in the second. Looking right side, long three. Jaden Garwood buries a three. 22-17 in the second period. Just over 6 minutes to play.
Cubs slowly starting to break away. They go up by 5.
Good ball movement. Roselle into the lane, bounce pass Sabaugh. Puts a dribble down, foul called. Heading up to the rim, he got fouled by number 25, Sebastian Randolph. It was the first personal foul of the day. That goes against Randolph. First one rattles in. Pilots keeping it close here. Clark Langdon, the sophomore, coming in for the Cubs. Sabaugh's second is up and good. So he completes the 2-point play. Thrown into the front court, over and back. Xavier Johnson on a handoff. Not a single fan in the building happy with that on both sidelines. David Heron looking. Sebastian Randolph from the elbow buries that. 24-19, 5:28 to play in the second.
If you look back at that, he passed it over half court and then passed it back.
Ball stolen away. Spin move. Xavier Johnson foul on the floor. That'll go against Armani Portis. That's his second personal. .5:19 to play in the second period. Top of the key, Xavier Johnson elected to receive the inbound. Heron, the prominent guard. Decorated with offers Lake Superior, Heidelberg, Adrian, Detroit Community Christian College. Trying to move back and forth, top of the key from the arc, no good. In transition, Phoenix Glasner from the arc. 4-3, no good. Leroy Blyden Jr. on the rebound. Swinging, Heron gets the ball tipped, stolen away by Armani Portis on what was an athletic play from Delos Roselle. Step back three at the top of the key, cannot bury it. Sabal going for the rebound, Langdon in trouble, jump ball, Pilots possession.
Pilots fighting down low for the ball. They are not backing down, although down by 5.
Holder looking at the top of the key, swings Glasner to the top of the elbow, lays it open in. 24-21. 4:13 to play in the second period. A 5-second count got started as there goes Heron. Can't get the one to fall. Glasner, top of the key for three. Off the top of the backboard, tipped out, stays here. Off of the hands of Heron, and it's going to stay Pilots basketball.
De La Salle's offense becoming more aggressive, trying to get this game back to where it was in that 8-point lead.
Holder, easy handoff to Glasner. Looking for the spin key. Fires back, foul, and not an and one, unfortunately. But either way, he's heading to the line to possibly complete a play that will put the Pilots within one of the Cubs.
Pilots offense having to play aggressive as they can. Most aggressive they've had to play all season against the number 1 team in the state. Glasner at the line.
Glasner's first, rattling straight in as Jaden Garwood checks in. The offender was Blyden Jr., his first personal, team's second, both teams at 2 fouls. Glasner's second, straight in. 24-23, U of D Jesuit Cubs lead the Pilots by 1. Looking in the lane, tipped out of bounds, straight off of the hands of Sebastian Randolph. Got the second touch. When you want a second chance, sometimes that's not the best option, and Pilots get a chance to take a lead.
Lead almost gone for the Cubs. Pilots offense.
Glasner 2, cannot bury it. Rebound, Xavier Johnson. Right elbow spin move, blocked out of the hands, picked up again. A double foul called. Both refs in an awkward position to the point where 2 were on the baseline. So at the line, Xavier Johnson's going to take 2. First one will rim in and out. .3:17 to play in the second quarter, with Xavier Johnson at the line for another one. Second, he'll bury it. So Pilots can look to tie or possibly take the lead. Swung into the middle of the stands. Roselle takes the fault for that.
Chance for the Pilots offense to maybe tie this game up. Can they hold the Cubs to one more play?
Three minutes to play in the second quarter. Back and forth, ball tipped out of bounds, off of the hands of Alex Sabal. Attempted inbound, Leroy Blyden. Left swing, Spawn the fourth. Gaz the three to roll. So now the Cubs lead by 5, 28-23. Foul called. Xavier Johnson caught. Too aggressive. That'll be the third foul against the Cubs. .242 to play. Portis standing in the backcourt. Handoff Roselle. Glasner in front of the Pilots lettering. Fires three. Tipped out of the way. It has it to roll. Pilots within a one-score chance.
That was too easy for Felix Glasner.
2:10 to play. 28-26. Cubs by 2. Randolph at the top of the elbow. Trying to play on Sabal. Trying to call for a trap. Heron bounce off the top of the key. Rebound Glasner and the Pilots. A chance to tie it up. 1:41 to play. Glasner calling for the play. Pilots almost got a push. Glasner keeps his dribble. In trouble. Long court. Braden Holder. Looking back and forth. Armani Portis to the lane. Looking left. Braden Holder. No. Rebound Portis though. To the lane. Spin move underneath. Kick out. Roselle. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Rebound. Almost Sabal. Quick transition. A 2-on-1. Quick layup for Jaden Garwood. Pilots expired on a possession that could have been theirs to tie it up.
Great hustle there by U of D.
Holder almost got blocked. Glasner picks it back up. Swing offense for the Pilots. With 45 seconds to play before heading into halftime. The storyline so far is how a team 74 spots behind the number 1 team has been able to hang with the top team in the state. 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Glasner's going to get called for a no 5-second, I apologize. Maybe a one more. Glasner looking for the pick set. Has the pick from Sabal. Dribbling to the lane, puts it up. Fly short, Sabal picks it up. Armani Portis thinks about a three to the lane. Last second shot. Can't get it off. 30-26 heading into halftime. Heading into halftime, your Pilots lead the UAD Jesuit Cubs. Thanks for joining us so far. 30-26, your score at halftime. We'll be back in 10. your headset. Okay, you're good. Ready? 3. Nobody talk until I end talking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside to the Bill Fox Gymnasium. Tonight's Memories of the Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony represented before tonight's game. So far, heading into halftime, the score was 30-26. Cubs lead by 4. Pilots, ranked number 75, taking on the number 1 team in the state. High attempt at an alley-oop, and Xavier Johnson, what a beautiful play. 7:38 to play. Great vision there. Glasner getting trapped in the backcourt. Finding an open man, swinging across, can't save the basketball. And Delos Roselle was the intended target.
U of D has lots of momentum going into this half with that dunk.
7:20 to play, 32-26, Cubs by 6. Trying to drive into the lane, Spencer Scott and Braden Holder giving a little tie-up off the leg of Braden Holder. So it'll stay the Cubs' possession in the northwest side. Swinging back and forth, stolen by Braden Holder. 3-on-2 possession, driving lane, kick out 3. Ball stolen again by David Herron. Trying pressure in the backcourt. 6:54 to play, a double set, and a foul goes against Holder. His first personal, team's first of the quarter.
Pilots trying not to get into foul trouble here. They find themselves down by 7 now. Fouls are the most of their worries now.
Leroy Blyden Jr. He stepped up at the free throw line, shot his first, made it. Second up, second good. So Pilots now trailing by 8. Portis getting trapped in the backcourt, swinging across to Holder. 3-on-2 possession, quickly neutralized. Holder lays in 2. 34-28 in the third quarter.
Great game for Holder.
Swinging into the lane, blocked away by Portis and Delos Roselle. A straight turnover. Xavier Johnson, 3 off the block, rebound himself. Roselle redeeming himself on a rebound. Glasner left elbow, quick out of bounds, almost, but foul called. Leroy Blyden Jr. Second personal foul will be charged as the team's first of the quarter.
Phoenix really taking some routes inside. He's sending himself to the free throw line, which is great for the Pilots because he is a phenomenal free throw shooter.
De La Salle certainly needs to slow down the offense, taking too many offensive charges into the offensive zone, especially in the paint, considering the size differentiation. Jaden Garwood alone, 6'7", 215 pounds. Sebastian Randolph at 6'8". Certainly Blyden Jr., even a tall guard, being at 6'1". Glasner to put the Pilots within 4. That's what he does.
Glasner great from the free throw line.
6 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the third. Back and forth. A jump stop coming from Herron, who stirred controversy in the first quarter. Almost a push-up. Second try, gets it to go. Xavier Johnson had a little bit of elbow contact with Spencer Scott. Harris instead outside of the arc in the backcourt. Looking across court, there goes Spencer Scott. Kick out, Jason Harris, 4-3! 36-33, Pilots within 3 after Jason Harris, the point guard, takes over on the offensive transition.
Pilots firing on all cylinders against the best team in the state.
Ball tipped out of bounds. Pilots possession and the north baseline. By the way, Holder just in front of the logo in the backcourt. Glasner taking over at the top of the key. Holder on the handoff. Portis thought about a three. Why not dribble drive off the front of the rim? Handoff straight to Spencer. Scott rattles in. 36-35. Pilots within one, the closest they've been since the beginning of the second. From the top of the key, Xavier Johnson neutralizes the momentum the Pilots have. Takes them back up by 4. 4:35 to play in the third. Portis left elbow, step back three off the right side of the rim. Rebound, Xavier Johnson. Nice block out by Sebastian Randolph. Handoff, trying to dribble drive, blocked on the way there, but foul called. Spencer Scott registers his third personal foul. That's the team's second this quarter.
Pilots struggling right now. Randolph will make the first.
That bounced off the front of the rim. Did not make his first.
So Randolph misses both.
So an unfortunate possession for the Cubs. Holder, top of the backboard, can't go. Tries to get an offensive rebound. Quickly pushing Xavier Johnson, blocked by the rim. Tipped into Isaiah Jones' hands. Pilots in the one-on-one. Lays it up, lays it in. 39-37. Pilots within 2.
Glasner helping his team come back from the deficit. It's a 2-point game.
Swing almost broken up by Jones. Tipped out of bounds. Jones is fired up. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Jason Harris, why not stop a little UAD momentum? You know, give him a little tie of the shoe. On the right side of your screen. Glasner's ready for the handoff from the official. Straight into Portis. Moving back and forth. Over top on the key. Trying to push on a 1-on-3 offensive drive. Why not kick it out to Glasner as he calls for the play? Trying to dribble out of trouble, steps in, throws it off the backboard, a beautiful play, almost a blocking foul, but draws the 2-point play instead.
The Pilots have made it back.
Right corner for 3, short of the rim, rebound spawn, just falls in. UAD Cubs have matched the Pilots each possession. Jason Harris was calling for a quick offensive play. Couldn't get it to go. Braden Holder misses it. Isaiah Jones picks it up. Timeout called by Coach Dinero Rice. We take you into a quick ad break. Thanks for joining us so far.
Junior here for Kangaroo, and instead of playing roofer roulette, count on a company who will really hop to it. Kangaroo is a sure bet. First estimate to final inspection. You don't just get a roofer, you get a roofing team. And one who's in it to win it. Kangaroo, we hop to it.
Great game for both teams. De La Salle has made something happen here in the second half. It's really an impressive performance for the Pilots. Many did not have them favored to win. The Cubs are the number 1 in the state, but De La Salle showing grit. They are in this game.
The Bro Zone all on their feet as expected in a game like this. and it stays with the Pilots.
Pilots throw it into the backcourt. Armani Portis driving to the lane, lays it up, has it in! 41-41, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play.
Pilots will not give up. They have responded to every single one of U of D's points, and they've tied the game once again with 2 minutes approaching in this third quarter.
Pilots' first chant of the night. Great time for a little energy. Isaiah Jones trying to play defense, up and under. Xavier Johnson has 2 to fall. 2 minutes to play in the third. Pilots got a little bunched up on the wing in front of their own bench. Pick coming from the Pilots. Swung out almost and is intercepted. Langdon on a second chance. Almost a walking violation, but Spawn, the fourth, at 6'3", 165, lays in 2 to increase it to a 4-point lead. Swung deep into Cub territory. Spawn maybe looking for a dunk. Langdon loses the possession. A break for the Pilots, certainly, Jalou.
Absolutely. The Pilots needed that. Their offense has been so phenomenal responding to every play U of D has done.
Glasner from the 15-foot line. Can't get that. Leroy Blyden Jr.
Now the defense just must lock up. They have got to keep this a close game. It's going to come down to the fourth.
Last minute to play in the third. Xavier Johnson floater 2, tipped into the hands of Armani Portis. Braden Holder. Holder to the line, looking. Glasner wide open 3, cannot bury it. Rebound Blyden Jr., that's a shot you see Glasner take every day at 5 in the morning. Probably not too happy with himself there. Over and back violation. Pilots basketball with 36 seconds to play before the timeout.
Critical mistake there by the Cubs. Pilots offense.
De La Salle doing a great job right now. The fans bringing the momentum.
The Bro Zone has not sat down this entire quarter. The Pilots are generating so much momentum and have nearly tied the game. They're down by 4.
30 final seconds to play in the third quarter. Holder. Looking left wing, make that the top of the key. Hand off to Holder. Maybe just one more offensive drive. Looking back forth, Portis. Maybe a swing underneath. Trying to drive, Delos Roselle one more time to Holder. 6-5, goes up, lays it under, draws 2 shots. So that's good enough for the Pilots. Now, Andrew, do we strategize, hit 1, try and get the offensive rebound for 2, or just play it safe and hit both?
This is the number 1 team in the state. 4 seconds left in the quarter. I say go for it. Go miss the last one and try to score more points.
So looks like the Pilots drop back Delos Roselle just to block anything in the final portion of the third. Holder's first rolls in. The foul went against Colin Langdon, the older brother of Clark Langdon. Holder's second to go up. Second one up. Second one buries itself. 45-43 in the final seconds. Swung into Xavier Johnson. Looking in, top of the key, last second. Tipped out, no. Pilots a little momentum heading into this fourth quarter. 45-43, Cubs lead heading into the fourth and final quarter. We take a quick break.
Junior here for Kangaroo, and instead of playing roofer roulette, count on a company who will really hop to it. Kangaroo is a sure bet. First estimate to final inspection. You don't just get a roofer, you get a roofing team. And one who's in it to win it. Kangaroo, we hop to it.
Welcome back inside the fourth and final quarter of De La Salle basketball and tonight's Hall of Fame performance in front of the largest crowd the Pilots have experienced this year. Although not the largest Brozone, certainly the largest fan appearance. It's great to pull out a possession that Pilots could maybe take advantage of here. Braden Holder at the logo. Back and forth Armani Portis. Spencer Scott looking for Portis underneath. Glasner maybe a back down, off the backboard and in! Pilots tied at 45 in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes, 30 seconds.
Pilots have so much grit here in the fourth quarter. They have tied it once again.
Langdon, floater, no good. An offensive possession that for once doesn't go after the Pilots respond. Maybe a double dribble call there, what the Pilots fans wanted. But instead, there goes again Blyden Jr. underneath. Portis lane, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Colin Langdon. Just under 7 minutes to play. Bounce off the front of the rim. Heron stolen by Pilots. That'll be Braden Holder on the 2-on-1 possession. Off the backboard. Off of Heron's leg. And that'll be the Pilots basketball in the south baseline.
Pilots with yet another chance to tie this game up. 47-45. Spectacular offense and even more spectacular defense played by both teams. Pilots. And there's a timeout called by U of D.
U of D Jesuit takes their first timeout of the day. One of their full timeouts. We'll stay here, give you a little insight into the Pilots' offensive attack. They're going to be looking most notably in for aggressive defense, certainly heading before what happens. Pilots Brozone getting all fired up, even if that means fighting another fan. Certainly, Pilots sticking within two. 47-45, Pilots within two. Pilots chanting they won't be anything but relentless here. Glasner at the block, driving down, spin move, buries it! Pilots tied up at 47.
Great job by Glasner, clutching up for his Pilots team.
6:25 to play in the fourth quarter. Fires three, Colin Langdon, rebound, Braden Holder. Bounce pass to Armani Portis. Pilots starting to look hot here. Pilots offensive possession to tie it up. Pilots sent to the line. Phoenix Glasner, their most accurate free throw shooter.
De La Salle doing so well. No one thought that they would be this close. They're doing such a good job here.
Honestly, what's dominated for the Pilots is the defense, certainly. Glasner's first up and good.
And what you were saying about the defense, obviously, they hold up on U of D, and despite if U of D scores or not, the offense is always right there, bouncing back. It's a close game, and now the Pilots finally will take their lead.
6:05 to play. Glasner's second, nothing but in. 49-47. Pilots fans on your feet. Under six to play in the fourth. Heron. There goes Randolph to the line. Delos Roselle draws a foul on himself. There'll be 2 shots at the line for Randolph. .550 to play. Randolph's first bounce is off the top of the rim.
The bro zone making this very difficult for U of D.
Randall's second is missed. Portis swinging it. Oh my gosh, Spencer Scott for 3 off the block, no good. 5:37 to play. Last time we saw him hit a 3 was against Brother Rice. And a hard offensive matchup between the two teams ended with the Brother Rice win by 1.
The LaSalle defense tightened up so much in that game, and they certainly are doing just that right now.
Trying to get a walking call, Isaiah Jones. But Randolph has 2 over top of him. Portis swinging at Glasner, just overpasses Spawn. Mid-range jump shot off the backboard, can't get the board. Spencer Scott lets one go to Randolph. Spawn looking in, lays it up, lays it in. There goes UAD Cubs, they lead by 2.
U of D just kept fighting there. 2 possessions, they got their lead right back.
Holder, right wing, floater, off the backboard, no. Rebound, Blyden Jr. Left side wing, there goes Spawn, can't hit the 3. Jones and Glasner looking for the swat. On the basketball, timeout taken by Coach Gennaro Rice. 4:23 to play. 53-49 in the 4th. Full timeout. We'll take a quick break.
Junior here for Kangaroo, and instead of playing roofer roulette, count on a company who will really hop to it. Kangaroo is a sure bet. First estimate to final inspection. You don't just get a roofer, you get a roofing team. And one who's in it to win it. Kangaroo, we hop to it.
Five seconds before we return from the break. .423 to play in the 4th. Spencer Scott has the inbound to Braden Holder. Pilots are going to get an in transition 5-on-4. Backing down, Braden Holder looking top of the key. Delos Roselle for 3, can't get it. An offensive foul goes against Spencer Scott. That was 100% a warranted call. Spawn the 4th is going to have to go out. In comes Jaden Garwood.
And Scott will come out of the game.
So Scott's going to take a break until they can confirm that he's going to be in safe enough time to play the basketball. Excuse me, he fouled out, I apologize. So no more center play coming from the Pilots. It'll be Isaiah Jones or Alex Sabaugh. Randolph maybe going for the dunk, falls short. Second chance, bounced off the leg of Randolph. Pilots basketball. 53-49. Within 4 points. Delos Roselle in back and forth. Thinks about a 2-point attempt. Foul coming on the way up. 2 shots. Portis absolutely got mauled on the right block. Driving up the lane. That'll go against Jaden Garwood. He commits his first personal foul. That's the team's second. Credit out to our mop crew tonight. We appreciate their effort this year. At the line, Armani Portis to shoot 2. First up, first good. .338 to play. Pilots within 1 possession. Portis' second is good. Pilots are now within 2.
The Pilots could take a sigh of relief for now, but they still need to have superb defense as U of D comes down the court for their next offensive possession.
Blyden Jr., top of the key. Timeout. Taken by Coach Pat Donnelly. It'll be a 30-second timeout taken. Just a little heads up coming up in the schedule in the following weeks. January 22nd, 6 to 7 p.m. in the Commons. The DECA team will host a meeting, along with on the 27th, 5 days later, Dad's Club will be out for a meeting inside the cafeteria, followed by the next day, a liturgy day inside, mass lavender t-shirts and tie for the pilot students, and finally, golf meeting in the Commons, January 29th from 6 to 7 p.m.
Pilots 1 bucket away from tying it here in the 4th.
3 minutes and 20 seconds before the 4th. Glasner got a hand on the ball, overcommitted. Thankfully, Delos Roselle had double coverage. There goes Glasner. He's pushing a 1-on-2 possession, throws it up. Beautiful play. A floater he was not expecting. 53-53.
The Pilots are still in it.
It's still too easy.
Pilots had it. Head back to replay real quick. We'll see that offensive possession on the steal. Glasner took it straight down the lane, retouched it, floated it up. Beautiful there.
Great skill by Glasner to tie this ball game up once again.
Pilots tone coming up. Left elbow.
Oh, shoot.
Randolph, handoff, Blyden Jr. has 2 to roll. 55-53. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play in the 4th.
De La Salle just still has to keep pace with the Cubs.
Ball kicked off the foot. It's going to stay Pilots. That's a break of a lifetime, Jalou.
That scared me very much for a second there. If he had made that, that would have been a 2-point lead for the Cubs. It's very grateful. I am very grateful that that was able to be taken care of, and it was a kick ball. If that was no foul, the Cubs would be up 2 scores right now.
Glasner just in front of his own bench. To the lane. 15-footer, and it's set to go. 55-55. 2 minutes to play in the 4th.
Rotating game. Both teams phenomenal now. De La Salle's defense trying to buckle down here.
Glasner coming in clutch for the Pilots.
Blyden, top of the key. Maybe a 15-foot no at the block. Has 2 to go. He's been impeccable tonight. 1:32 to play in the 4th quarter. 57-55. Long swing. Roselle, 4-3. Oh, a jump ball possession. That would have been the possession of a lifetime.
That is the 3rd ball that we have seen get stuck in between the rim and the backboard. And that is the most I've ever seen. The only one I've ever seen.
Sometimes you question the quality of the basketball, maybe? Maybe switch back to the MHSAA regulated basketballs. Timeout taken by Coach Pat Donnelly in his 17th year as head coach. We take a quick break, and we'll rejoin you in 20 seconds.
What the what? Again, same thing with the mute. He says it's too abrupt. So, you're good. I saved that replay.
1 minute and 17 seconds to play. 57-55. U of D Cub lead by 2. We have had numerous, and I mean numerous, amount of lead changes today.
It's been a battle for the ages. De La Salle does not want to lose this one.
They've worked hard all game for this, and it's all going to come down to the final minute as they trail by 2.
Ball swung in to Randolph, looking in top of the key, thinking about a 3. Never mind, swung out. Xavier Johnson for 3, right block, air ball, Heron up, Heron in. 59-55, Glasner pushing the basketball quickly. Switching over half court, driving to the lane, drawing almost an attempted foul off the hands of Glasner. Not content with the way he attempted to play the basketball. 41.1 seconds to play in the fourth. Swing wide open. There goes Randolph, has the 2. Pilots within a 2-possession game. Braden Holder crossing half court. Step back, jacks up a 3. 3 shots coming for the Pilots.
If they want to have a real shot at tying this game up, he must make all 3 of these. 30 seconds left. It's a 6-point game.
Joe Lou, how do you think De La Salle is going to pull this off?
But he has to start by making the free throws. Free throws have been decent for the Pilots all game. They've been great for the Pilots all game. But then the defense, once again, has got to lock up. First one off.
You guys are the number 1 ranked team in the state. Why are you acting like you're number 99?
Holder's second is up and good. Still a 2-possession game.
You might have said that on that.
If De La Salle wants to win this, they might have to purposely miss this shot.
Holder's second waiting to go. Third, and finds the bottom of the net for them. Pat Donnelly takes another timeout. That's his 4th timeout of the day.
Lou, are you happy? We aren't losing by 30.
(61-57) in the fourth quarter. 30 seconds on the dot left to play. Maybe looking in the backcourt. Almost stepped out of bounds. Foul called. It'll be maybe a double foul? No, excuse me. It'll be the third personal foul against Isaiah Jones. Foul again. There goes Phoenix Glasner.
Anything they can to pull this on to win.
In comes Colin Langdon. Out goes Sebastian Randolph. So that was the fourth team foul against the Pilots. Looking for Blyden, foul called against Glasner. So Glasner takes his second foul. Langdon stepping at the line, shooting two. First buried. Coach Rice has 2 timeouts remaining if he ever wishes to use them. Langdon's second is up and good. So it's a necessity that both the Pilots hit 2 straight three-pointers. And there goes another timeout. That'll be called. He's a good boy. So U of D is officially in the bonus now that the Pilots fouled 5 times. So the assumption here is that Phoenix or Armani is going to get the ball for a three-pointer. Am I correct?
Yeah, probably. And then they will have to, they'll technically have to foul to stop the clock because U of D is not going to do that. And they have to pray that they miss both free throws, which
drawing a foul want. And there goes another foul. Braden Holder wanted to call that Randolph was throwing the elbow. But instead, Pilots are going to send the Cubs to the line again. There goes Sebastian Randolph to the line. The last 2 he did not make. So that makes it a 3-possession game, almost buries the Pilots, certainly.
That pretty much secures the win.
Great effort, though, by the Pilots. No one thought that it would be this close.
Absolutely. So now a 3-possession game steps out of bounds. So Pilots get possession in the north baseline just in case. Glasner, 4-3, cannot get that one to roll. Randolph's just going to fire it into the front court. Going up for the dunk, just an unsportsmanlike move. Final score, 66-57. UAD Cubs walk away with the game. Thanks for joining us tonight on Hall of Fame Remembrance Night as we induct 7 new members in. Thanks for joining us again. We hope you have a great night, and we will see you next time.